the Prince of Denmark, perhaps you've heard of him, to perform here at the Castle of Elsinore. He has asked us to perform a pantomime in which he has written. For those of you unfamiliar with what a pantomime is, it's known as a dumb show. For those of you unknown with what a dumb show is, it is a play with no talking. Now, before we begin, I would like to ask the audience if you could turn your phones on silent. You are welcome to take pictures as long as you're not obstructing the views of others, and remain seated. And now, I present to you the most amazing performance in the history of theater. What the hell? Get rid of that!
Never again. Never again.
What?
Never again am I sleeping in a barn. My back is aching. It was freezing all night. And I smell like cow.
Okay, I was there too. Okay, I don't need a replay. Now let's get these stupid things unpacked. Can't believe we're dragging this junk all over Europe.
I mean, you did hear the prince tell that fat old guy to take care of us, right? Will you see that the players are well bestowed? Do you hear, let them be well used? I mean, that is what he said, right? I'm not making that up in my head, am I?
Just leave it alone, okay? What are we gonna use this thing for?
I don't know, but I do know that I'm telling the prince when we see him. Because in my mind, well bestowed does not mean shove them in a crappy old
Okay,
barn.
would you just shut up already? What did you expect was gonna happen? Did you really think that we were gonna sleep in the castle?
Why shouldn't I get to sleep in the castle? I am an artist.
No, you're an actor, you're not an artist.
I can't believe you just said that.
Look, an artist is some guy they bring in from Italy or Holland to paint a big picture of themselves, looking all royal and handsome and inspiring. They get to eat with the big shots and sleep in the castle. We run around from town to town playing make-believe for a bunch of groundlings, getting paid next to nothing and sleeping in barns. If we're lucky, that's an actor.
That is one of the most depressing things I've heard in my life. If you think about yourself like that, then why didn't you become a cobbler or even a cooper?
Don't knock coopers. Okay, my dad had me an apprenticeship all lined up to become a cooper. Let me tell you, there's a lot of money making barrels. Everybody needs barrels. They're the backbone of international commerce. I could have been very comfortable being a cooper.
So why didn't you take the apprenticeship?
Who the hell wants to make barrels all day? Have you ever made a barrel? Same thing day in, day out. Makes you go crazy. At least with acting, it's something different every day. New places. Never sure. Don't be a hamar. Anyways, I don't kid myself for 1 second that I'm an artist. On the social scale, actors are one step above sin eaters and just below the people who clean out the chamber pots.
You know what? If you want to think about yourself that way, that's your business. I'm not going to tell anyone how to run their life. But I am an artist. I have craft. I have a skill that I hone and refine so that I can bring characters and worlds to life. And that takes a lot more talent than sitting on your butt and telling some fat aristocrat to hold still.
Fine. Whatever. You're an artist. You still slept in a barn last night. And you do smell like cow. Yeah,
Where is everybody else? We have to start rehearsing.
Where did you two sleep last night?
We slept in the kitchen.
Well, that's just typical, isn't it? The women get the nice warm kitchen and the men the cold, damp barn.
Oh, it was just lovely, let me tell you. A hot, smoky room filled with a pile of rotten vegetables and 3 all-day venison.
That's a hell of a lot better than the barn. What about it, Mistress Alice? How come the women got to sleep in the kitchen?
Last time I checked, I sleep where I'm told. Same as you.
But it is your job as company manager to make sure we're all treated equally. You know that, don't you?
I don't need you to tell me how to do my job. If you don't like it, you can leave.
Perhaps I will. And I'll find myself a company with a man for a manager. It's not right to work for a woman.
Listen, you little weasel. If my idiot husband hadn't died from the sweating sickness, I would be at home in my own leisure. But all he left me was this miserable acting company, and until I can find myself a rich husband, this is all I've got. So, I repeat myself, if you don't like it, you can leave. England's in that direction. Maybe you'll make it there in 5 months?
Mistress, I meant no offense.
No offense? You said it was beneath you to work for a woman.
Well, He has a point. Women should be at home raising children. And they certainly don't belong on a stage. You know what they say.
No, why don't you tell me what they say?
Just that actresses are no different than, well, women of questionable character.
Did you just call me a strumpet?
It's not what I say. It's what society says.
But yeah, it did sound like he said that.
Oh, you want to come say that to my face?
Ow.
Enough! I don't need any more fighting. And by the way, if either one of you men could play a believable woman, I wouldn't have hired this one.
What?
I can play a woman.
No, you just play a stereotype.
That's not true.
That is very true. Go ahead, do some Medea for me. Come on.
Oh, great Thermus and Lady Artemis, do you see what I suffer? Though I bound him with mighty oaths, then Perjure, my husband. What was wrong with that?
Everything was wrong with that.
Where is everybody else? We have to start rehearsing.
Why do we need to rehearse? We're doing the murder of Gonzago, and we've done it 100 times.
No, we were doing the murder of Gonzago. Now we're doing the mousetrap.
What's that?
To play the prince row, but it is a ripoff of the murder of Gonzago.
Wait, who wrote this?
If you were listening, you would know it was the prince. He gave it to Harry last night, and we have to get it ready for the performance.
What's it about?
A king and an evil brother. Evil brother murders king. Queen marries evil brother.
But that's the murder of Gonzago.
No, the prince rewrote it, and now it's called the mousetrap.
If there's no mice, why is it called the mousetrap?
How the devil do I know? It's a metaphor or simile or something. Honestly, I could care less about what he calls it as long as we're getting paid. Now, have any of you seen Harry?
The prince sent for him in the morning. I don't know where he is.
Where did he meet this guy again?
Oh, some dive in Copenhagen.
Why is the prince in a dive in Copenhagen?
I don't know. Harry said he was a regular guy. The prince told Harry if we were ever near Elsinore, he'd hire us to do a show. Frankly, when I heard the words Prince and Castle, I was expecting a bit more than, you know.
Well, it's not exactly Spain or France, is it? It's Denmark. No offense to the Danes and all, but we're not exactly on the elite circuit here.
What is that supposed to mean?
Just that when I signed on for your tour, I was hoping to play some real palaces with some heavy hitters for an audience. Even London is better than you guys.
Speak this speech, I pray you, as I pronounced it to you. Trippingly on the tongue, but if you mouth it as many and none of you are bowing. Bow, imbeciles. But if you mouthed it as many of you players do, I had as lief the town crier spoke my lines. Nor did not saw the air too much with your hands, thus but very gently. For in the very torrent tempest, and as I may say, whirlwind of passion, must acquire the get a temperance that may give it smoothness. Shall I compare thee to Midsummer Night's Dream? Ladies. Diamonds cannot explain how pure she is. What offends me to the soul to hear a robustious, periwig-pated fellow tear a passion to tatters, to very rags, to split the ears of groundlings, who for the most part are capable of nothing but inexplicable dumb shows and noise.
We can agree on that.
Oh, I would have such a fellow whipped for overdoing Termagant. And out here, dare and pray you, avoid it.
I warrant your honor.
Be not too tame neither, but let your own discretion be your tutor. Suit the action to the word, and the word to the action.
I hope we have reformed that indifferently with us.
Or reform it altogether. Oh. And let those who play your clowns speak no more than is set down for them. For there be of them that will themselves laugh to set on some quantity of barren spectators to laugh as well. Though in the meantime some question of the play be then to be considered. It's villainous, and shows a most pitiful ambition in the fool that uses it. Go, make you ready.
Your belt.
Thank you, Commonor. You have yet to bow.
Sorry.
And I have not left the room. Don't forget.
What does he want?
You're still in my sights.
Okay. Who in the heck was that?
Prince Hamlet.
Is he insane?
Yup, he's an little-faced nit. Not only does he think he's a playwright, now he thinks he's a director too.
Well, you were certainly sucking up to him. I hope we have performed that indifferently with us. What a load of nonsense.
I thought you said he was a regular guy.
Yeah, well, he was in Copenhagen. He was nice and friendly and smart. But since then, all of this weird stuff has happened around here, and it's really weirded him out.
What stuff?
First of all, his dad, the king, dies all of a sudden. Then his mother, the queen, marries. Get it. Get this. His uncle.
Ew.
That's
Yeah,
disgusting.
that is harsh.
Yeah, but it gets even stranger when you read the script that he wrote, because guess who's coming to our performance tonight? His mom and you stepdad. It's going to be a freak show around here tonight.
Is he still paying us?
Oh, yeah, he's all excited to see his play being performed.
Good. Now, freak show or not, it's a paying job. Where's Mandrake?
Where do you think?
Oh, for the love of God!
Somebody
Seriously.
call my name.
Yes, I called your name. Mandrake, didn't I tell you not to run off to God knows where you spend your free time?
Oh, good madame. Where I go to find my muse on my own time is surely no business of yours.
Find your muse. Is that what you call it?
Oh, Magdalene, I would hardly expect you to understand the creative process.
Oh, do you want to come say that to my face?
Whoa. Guys. Have you read this? He may be a prince, but he stinks as a playwright. Full 30 times hath Phoebus' cart gone round, Neptune's salt wash, and Tellus' orbit ground. Who the hell talks like this?
Why isn't it in Danish?
Huh?
I mean, we're in Denmark. The guy's the Prince of Denmark. How come he wrote it in English?
Who cares? He pays, you play. Mandrake,
Yes.
start directing.
Okay. So I was thinking that we should place the setting of the play in the final days of Rome. You know, everybody in togas and legion uniforms, the sense of moral decay as the Huns and Vandals close in on the city. The magnificent glory of the once proud empire crashing down around them.
Yes.
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 I know.
Yes.
So good.
Amazing.
I like what I hear.
No.
What?
What do you mean, no?
I mean, no. As in, no, we are not doing that. We're putting on the play in the time period and setting the playwright wrote it in. We are doing something called honoring the playwright's intent.
Nobody here cares about honoring the playwright's intent.
I care.
Do you? Do you? Nobody here cares about honoring the playwright's intent.
I want to wear a toga and carry a spear. That would be amazing.
Well,
Nope.
forget it. Putting it in Roma's times is not going to make it any better, and it's going to cost me a lot more money. And Mandrake, since you're on the subject of this, I want something that the audience can actually understand. So, cut out all the artsy-fartsy junk and just do the play as it was written.
What is that supposed to mean?
Just tell a nice little story about a murder with some very sketchy overtones. I don't want anything moody, complicated, symbolic, or depressing. Just give us what the audience wants.
Thus does the ethos succumb, not with blade drawn, but whimpering as a beaten hound.
Huh?
What's an ethos?
I don't know.
See, nobody knows what the hell you're talking about, Mandrake. In a couple of hours, we're putting on a performance for a bunch of royalty and noble. We're not talking to the brightest idiots in the village, so just keep it simple.
Were not the Philistines of yore possessed of such a spirit?
What is a your? Once again, I don't.
Once again, Mandrake, not a clue! Keep this up and you'll be directing children's shows in Copenhagen!
Ooh,
Fine,
that is
I'll
harsh.
do what you want. Where is the stage manager?
Oh, she's busy
I'm
shoveling
here.
the cow.
I'm here.
Oh,
Hi.
There you are, my dear. We must begin the casting process right away.
Can someone remind me how many parts there were again?
3.
What the? No one writes big casts anymore.
And how many female roles are there?
1.
Oh, that's such a big surprise. More roles for men than women. Typical.
Don't worry, Gwendolyn. I'm sure that women will have full equality with men. In about 300 years.
Good one. Yeah. Maybe in 1816, you could get a real job.
Please, people.
Now, as for the lead role, the usurper uncle who murders his brother and takes his wife.
That's my part.
What?
I'm the one who got us this job, and I'm the one who stayed up all night with the prince, who, by the way, paid for nothing.
But I thought we had a merit-based system. No special treatment.
Well, we have a new policy. Get us a job at a castle and you can play Helen of Troy for all I care. Harry's the super. You move along.
Well, it's so reassuring to know that my insights into casting are not required.
Or my acting.
Really?
Oh, but let's not dwell on the mundane. Onto the role of the faithless queen.
Here, wait, I have some
Yes.
questions about the motivations for marrying the brother.
Wait a minute. Are we not auditioning for this part too?
What?
I mean, don't I get a shot at it?
There's one role for a woman, and do you want it?
I thought you believed in equality.
Oh, I believe I'll kick you.
Oh, Anna, my love.
Yes?
Could you please read me back my notes? From
yes.
the last time that
he?
Thomas attempted to play a woman.
It is like my spirit is being drawn and quartered. Please, oh please, make it stop.
No, I told you, that dress did not fit right.
Moving
it kept cutting
on.
off my circulation.
The role of the murdered king.
Yes. Bartholomew and Thomas, it is up to one of you to play the role of the tragic king who is murdered. Shall we see our audition?
Yep.
Do you want to go first?
Oh, no, you can go first and I shall follow.
No, I always go first. You go first, and I shall follow.
But I need time to get into character.
Oh, what about me? Maybe I need time to get into character. What's so funny?
Nothing.
You want to say something about my acting?
Not really, no.
Oh, you miserable little prima donna!
Stop it! Stop it! Gentlemen! Stop it! Stop it! Must we go through this again? You have to understand that, Anna, I'm trying to work here.
Sorry, I just thought that maybe you should know that we only have 2 royal costumes left, and one only fits Harry, and the other one only fits Bartholomew.
I win.
God! What? This is such a lot of crap!
Impressive.
Yes? Bartholomew, congratulations. Seeing as talent is no longer required in this company, as long as one fits into the costume, you shall be responsible for playing the role of the tragic king who
I'll
is
take
murdered.
No, no, I should play the king.
Hey, Thomas, calm down. There are no small parts, only small actors.
I don't have a small part. I don't have any part.
Oh, Thomas, don't say that. Anna, is the stagehand still in the stocks?
Yes, he's there until Tuesday.
Well then, Thomas, you see, you're so cute, you're so nice. You shall be responsible for moving the field of flowers on and off stage. And I need not tell one as experienced as you just how important that role is for the success of the production.
Thomas, it's integral.
It's really important.
Yeah, look what it says here.
Not doing it.
It says crew.
So I'm Nazi running crew?
Are you saying that you're better than the crew?
Huh?
What did you
Is
say?
that what you're saying?
No, whoa.
Thomas.
Look into Anna's
No,
eyes.
no,
Look
no,
into
no,
Anna's
no.
eyes.
It's just that I'm a well-trained actor.
I feel like that is a debatable idea.
And
but
the
keep
crew.
going. What about the
You
crew?
guys, the crew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the crew.
Spit it out.
Speak.
Rating.
What about the
The,
crew?
the crew's just wonderful.
Thank you.
Wow,
Amazing. Now we have our cast. Let us proceed with the rehearsal.
Places, please.
Right?
The Mousetrap, page 1, act 1, scene 1, The Dumb Show.
No. Why do we need
Wait
to
a minute.
do a dumb show? The prince even said in his Big She's speech that dumb shows were dumb.
That's funny. No.
And dumb shows are just for groundlings. And since this is a royal performance, there won't be any groundlings.
So, we can cut the dumb show.
Yes. No. The prince wrote a dumb show. He's getting a dumb show.
But the dumb show is nothing but a giant spoiler. Why watch the whole thing when you already know what's going to happen?
That is what we call the mystery of great art. Now please shut up and let Mandrake start directing.
Yes. Now let us talk lighting.
Lighting.
Oh my god.
Hello.
Sup?
I was wondering what concepts for lighting you have in mind.
We inside or outside?
We're performing in the great hall of the castle Elsinore.
So inside.
Inside.
Side.
Right. Well, our best option would probably be fire.
Fire? Is that it?
Yeah, you got your torch fire, you got your candle fire. Which one do you want?
Well, torches add an eerie quality to the scene, but they get so smoky. Candles are calming and gentle, but rather dim. What would you suggest?
I suggest using candles or torches.
Okay, thank you. I think I'll go with candles. Now sound, please.
Sound!
You hired the same one?
Bonjour.
It's the same person.
We don't have the funds.
Oh, okay. With the size of the Great Hall, I'm concerned about the acoustics. What can we do for amplification?
You, the ugly-looking child in the back.
That's
Oh,
for
that one.
That was not me.
I think she was talking to you.
That was not me. Someone is playing. What are you doing?
What is going on?
Ignore it.
Back to sound.
When we said sound,
Ugly-looking
we
shirt
didn't mean
in the-
this.
It is not my fault. Someone is back there. What are you doing?
I don't know. But Salami, it's your fault.
I
I knew it.
That was not me. I don't know what that was.
Okay.
Excuse the mess. We are
you.
testing a couple of protection systems, if you would.
Shut up.
Now is not the time. Now is not the time.
this kingdom is sketchy.
It was.
You, the ugly-looking child in the back with ugly shirts and terrible shoes. I really don't care. You're just disgusting.
We're wearing the same thing.
But your shoes!
Yeah.
Your shoes are disgusting.
Oh,
You,
those are-
say a line.
Those
Just
are
go.
bad. Those are bad.
Full 30 times hath Phoebus' cart gone round. Neptune's salt wash and Tellus' orbit ground. I didn't write the line. It was the prince. He stinks. I know. Is she broken?
Are you okay?
I mean,
Oh my god.
Need some water or something?
And you call yourself an actor. Say it louder.
what? Oh, okay. Full 30 times hath Phoebus' cart gone round. Neptune's salt wash and Tellus' orbit ground. Happy?
You know, my grandmother's been dead for 15 years, and she's louder. Say it again.
That was dark.
Full 30 times hath Phoebus' cart gone round. Neptune's salt wash and Tellus' orbit ground. Happy?
Oh, so you do have vocal cords after all. Nice to know.
She's mean.
You were just rambling before, my God. Right, now everyone else can hear. Anything else?
Yes, in regards to music. I thought a lute would be lovely.
Well, we don't have a lute. We have a recorder.
But a recorder is so cliche. Everybody uses a recorder. A lute, however, would be something new and exciting.
Well, we don't have a lute. We have a recorder. I could have someone bang some sticks together or something.
Bang some sticks together. Oh, wow, that's brilliant. Oh my God, why didn't I think of that? It's genius.
I thought so. So you want us to use these sticks?
No, just use the stupid recorder. Also, tell that buffoon that I do not want to hear hot cross buns again. It's terrible.
Sound, whatever you did with that big beeping thing.
That was not me.
It was great.
That was some moron in the background.
Come on, everybody, let's get started.
Places, please. The Mousetrap, page 1, act 1, scene 1, The Dumb Show. Enter a king and queen into a field of flowers.
Where are the field of flowers?
Thomas.
Oh.
Really?
Oh, nice shirt, Thomas.
Thomas, where are the field of flowers? You're supposed to bring on a field of flowers.
Where does it say that?
In the stage directions.
The guy didn't write in any stage direction.
They're implied.
Well, they can imply my...
Thomas, just bring on the field of flowers. God. Jesus.
The Mousetrap, page 1, act 1, scene 1, The Dumb Show.
We're still waiting on the stagehand. Oh, God.
What is that?
It's
You're
your
the one
money.
who didn't pay us.
That is not.
that
is
is-
not a field of flowers.
That is high budget right there.
It's styrofoam. That's what it is.
Enter the king and queen into a field of flowers. Very lovingly, the queen embracing him and he her.
What are you doing?
What?
Creep.
the stage directions say we are to embrace.
There's nothing in there about kissing.
It's implied.
Well, he can imply my...
All right, people. We're off track.
I was gonna say, listen, I'm not kissing him, and not after what happened last time.
I can't blame you for that.
We're supposed to be on the same side. Anyways, we should be in love, you know.
Then how come 2 minutes after you're dead, I'm running off with the guy that kills you?
Because I'm hotter.
Shut up.
Because we women are morally weak.
You want to say that to my face again?
Very well. Then you do it because you're in on the plot.
Because women can't be trusted.
And they're explosive.
What?
Wow, you are all dogs, and I'm not kissing him. And if you insist on the kiss, Thomas, you can play the queen.
Yes!
No. Not happening.
No. Thomas is not playing the queen.
Stop it! You nasty boy, you will not kiss him!
Okay, yeah, got that.
You! And you! There will be no kiss, but you must pantomime an air hug. Now, shall we do it again?
I feel like if I were to kiss it. Okay. No, I'm good.
I will tell your mother!
It's better if you go. It's better if you leave, man.
Do it again.
Can we just step forward?
He lies down on a bake of flowers. She kneels and makes a show of emotion over him. And he falls into a deep slumber.
Ow.
She, seeing him asleep, leaves him. Anon comes in another man. Takes off his crown and kisses it. He pours poison into the sleeper's ears.
Ah, what are you doing?
Pouring poison in your
You
ear.
moron, you got me all wet.
I do what the script tells me to
You
do.
got water in my ear.
Duh.
Let's move along, people.
We are not moving along until this idiot stops pouring water on me.
I have to poison you. It's the key plot point.
Pretend to poison me, maybe mime it.
Mime it? That is so fake. They want to see the poison.
They can see it in their imagination.
Things should be as realistic as possible on the stage.
Realistic. Have you seen those stupid flowers? Who do you exactly think we're fooling?
Fooling? We're not trying to fool people. We're trying to immerse them in a world they've never seen before so that we can show them the human condition, and everything that detracts from that world we create distances us from the audience, like pretending to pour the poison.
Wait a minute. I think Harry really poisoned me.
No, you idiot. It's water.
Oh, thank God.
I would prefer to
want to
I found the moron that was playing with the alarms!
Okay.
Wow.
Anyways, I think that there are good arguments on both sides. If one were to only be literate in the interpretation of the text.
I have an idea.
What is it?
I don't want a bunch of water stains on my costumes.
Mistress Alice, while I grant that you own this company, I must insist that
If
you not...
he stains my costumes, you will be the one cleaning it out on the creek tonight. Not me, not him, you.
You.
Bartholomew, you.
Sorry.
Me?
You.
Mandrake.
Well then,
Mandrake. Don't do this to me.
we'll be miming the poison pour. Yes. Thank you for your insights.
No problem.
And
Man,
back
right.
to the miming of the poison.
That's so mean of you. She's not dying.
Hold.
She's not dying.
Bartholomew, why aren't you dying?
Harry has to poison me.
I did.
My eyes are closed.
And
How am I
this
supposed
is
to know?
why we should use real water, Mandrake.
Just give him some sort of physical cue when you've done it.
Like one.
Oh, for heaven's sake, kick him or something.
What if the audience sees it?
Oh my God, then do it so the audience won't see it.
If we use real water, Mandrake.
Anna,
The usurper pours poison in the king's ear.
Who has done this smallest base and treasure his eyes?
Hold.
I am paid for it.
hold! Bartholomew, what in the devil are you doing?
I'm dying from my ear poisoning.
You're dying. This is the dumb show. There is no speaking in the dumb show.
I knew that. I was testing you.
You're testing me? Do not test me! Sweaty, do it again. Without that thing that you are just doing. Properly.
The usurper pours poison into the king's ear.
Hold.
Hold. Hold.
What now? Let me die in peace.
While I appreciate your most impressive display,
Thank you.
I think it would be better if the king dies in his sleep.
What?
No, not that what you did was wrong.
It was wrong.
I know it was wrong. I just think the moment would be so much more dramatic if the king dies in his sleep. Without this, do not do this. Do not.
So let me get this straight. You want me to lie there and pretend to sleep, and then lie there and pretend to die.
Exactly. Easy.
So you want me to waste my time at this dumb, stupid company?
Hey! You're dead. Moving on.
Smell like cow.
The queen returns and finds the king dead.
What
She
now?
makes an emotional action. What? She makes an emotional action.
What does that mean?
It means that you have just discovered that your husband is dead.
Stupid, I know that part. I just don't know what an emotional action means.
Use your imagination.
I imagine this is a stupid piece of writing.
Well then, where the text fails us, the artist must provide the insight. Tell me, Gwendolyn, how do you see your character reacting to the sudden and unexpected death of her beloved?
I do not know.
Well then, perhaps we can use some memories to help us along. Have you experienced any loss in your life?
My family was wiped out in the Black Plague.
Excellent.
Oh.
Wait. Wait, I do not mean excellent that your family expired. I mean excellent that you could use your emotions from your real life experience into the performance. Now tell me, what happened when your family was wiped out?
They put me in this boarded house for 3 weeks until they found out I wasn't gonna infect the whole village.
And how
And
does
it
that
fe-
make you feel?
What? It felt awful. What are you talking about?
Easy. Now just use those emotions and expand on them.
Listen, come here. I really don't want to do all of this emotional garbage. Can you please just tell me what to do?
What did you say?
What did I say?
Emotional garbage?
Blush. Can you please?
You said emotional garbage. Is this some kind of joke to you? Do you not care about your career?
Mandrake. Nothing is happening. Just tell the poor girl what to do.
Thank you.
So we can move along and actually start rehearsing.
Why don't you try looking sad?
Right.
Great, that's a start.
She said emotional garbage.
The poisoner with some 3 or 4 come in again and seem to condole with her.
Hold.
Hold.
Where are the 3 or 4?
What, 3 or 4? Wait. You want me to hire 3 actors so they can walk in, carry the body, just so they can walk out? Forget it.
What do you suggest doing with the body then?
We've been through this before. I don't have the money to pay for 3 to 4 extra actors.
I cannot work like this. I really cannot work like this, but is the point.
Anna, dear, would you like to direct the play?
What?
Anna, say yes.
Wait.
Say yes. Yes.
Don't
What?
I'm such
Yes, Anna.
Well,
Wait a minute. Anna, call Thomas for me. I have an idea.
Let's see your idea.
Thomas, come here, my little boy. You're so nice. I love you. Please be good enough and accompany Harry by removing the king's dead body off stage. Do it, okay?
That is a terrible
No.
idea.
How am I gonna care? He's
Just do it! You're getting on my last nerve. Just do it.
We're gonna walk in and we're gonna do this.
Oh my God.
The poisoner with some 3 or 1 come in again and seem to condole with her. The dead body is carried away.
Mom, stop. 5 more minutes.
You're not your mom. Wake up.
What?
Here, you got it? Back it up, 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 back it up,
You
back it
never
up,
saw
back it up,
this.
back it up, back
This
it up,
never
back it
happened.
up, back
He's
it up,
dead.
back it up, back it up, back it up.
Never.
I got it.
You never saw it.
The poisoner woos the queen with gifts, and she seems harsh a while, but in the end accepts his love.
Don't touch me.
Oh, must we go through this again, Gwendolyn?
This is so stupid. If I'm in on the plot, I wouldn't be crying when I'm by myself. And if I'm not in on the plot, I wouldn't go from being sad to going with this guy to God knows where and making out with him.
Gwendolyn, perhaps the author, the prince, is trying to make some larger point.
Like the point that he can't write.
A
or
good
anything.
tragedian.
Oh my God.
Who is that?
Why aren't any of you bowing? I'm
I
superior
like
to
it
all
here.
of you.
Bowing.
My Lord Hamlet bids me to bid you to make haste.
Excuse me, maybe my ears, I might have some sort type of illness. Can you please repeat what you just said?
My Lord Hamlet says you are to make haste as the performance is anon.
Anon, we literally just started rehearsing 25 minutes ago.
Anon.
We're not ready.
My Lord Hamlet is most intent on what the performance being now. The entire court shall be attending. He's quite thrilled about it.
Wait a
Really
minute.
excited.
I've been waiting to tell someone about this. You know the guy that the prince told to, well, bestow us? Yeah, he shoved us in a barn with a cow. Actually, 2 cows. Thomas was there.
And then he made me do chores.
Alas and alack, I'm afraid the performance must be now. As I said, the entire court has been invited and will be attending. Do you know, I myself, get out of my way. Do you know I myself once played the stage in the university and was accounted as a good actor?
Just shoot me.
I enacted Julius Caesar. I was killed at the Capitol. Brutus killed me.
I wish you would kill me.
Yeah, real sorry we missed it.
'Twas quite remarkable, if I do say so myself. Anywho, I bid you haste as the Majesty's approacheth.
We're not ready.
They
I'm telling you, we're not
literally
ready.
gave you
What are we gonna do?
I wrote
Have you
all
read
of
the
it.
lines? They're terrible. Have you read the lines? We can't even.
Stop! Listen, it is at times like this that we must come together as a play and make magic on stage.
Shut up. That's gonna be easy for you to say. You'll be sitting in the back and no one will know who the hell you are. Why don't you try coming here and making some magic on stage?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but Mandrake has a point. Listen, we have the job and we need the money and we just can't afford to lose it. So, you know, all these scripts, they sound the same, just a bunch of kings and queens and princes tossed in for cheap laughs, you know? All you guys need to do is throw in every other line we've done from every other play, just sprinkle in a lot of theys and thous, and nobody will know the difference.
What about the prince? He's the playwright.
Screw the playwright. He's even lucky enough we're doing his dumb show. Anyway, let's get out there and make some money.
Yes.
It's all about money.
Now,
It is.
Anna, fetch the costumes.
Where are they?
Isn't that your job to know?
Well, no, not actually.
We should go get them anyway.
Yeah.
We need
Yeah.
things to wear.
Fine.
Thank you. Now, everybody, energy, positive words.
Applause!
Spirit!
Equality.
Mattress.
What?
Huh?
The barn.
Oh yeah, the barn. It didn't have
Yellow butter, purple jelly, red jam, black bread, spread it thick, stay quick. Yellow butter, purple jelly, red jam, black bread, spread it thick, stay quicker. Yellow butter, purple jelly, red jam, black bread, don't even remember. Please grant us a good show.
Places, please.
I now present to you the most terrible performance in the history of theater.
My dear, I have reserved you a seat.
Amazing, right?
A royal one.
Are you okay? Oops.